Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan in the restricted section.
And today we're doing a broads with beer.
Broads with beer. We're a couple of broads and we got a couple of beers.
So, yeah.
We have one beer.
We
split it. Because,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're having this extra pale ale 420.
420.
Light it up. From SweetWater Brewing Company. Yeah, let's try it.
So we're going to get up in there.
It's weirdly sweet.
It is. I kind of dig it though, because it's like, kind of offsets all the hops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I dig it.
Alright, so this broads with beer, we thought we'd just talk about our mental health.
Yeah.
And it just seems like a lot of people are like not doing okay right now. And so, yeah, we just wanted to discuss.
We talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a large part of it is probably, at least for me, and I think for a lot of people, is like the state of politics in our nation and the world is just...
It's not awesome.
No.
And I think a lot of people probably feel, and I'm speculating based on my personal experience, probably feel maybe marginalized or minimized.
And it's actually scary. It's frightening because, you know, every day I hear in the news of like something new that's like threatening to take rights away, either from, you know, LGBTQ plus people or women or
black and brown people. Yeah.
Right. So it's really just every day, like, it's just stressful because you're like,
what's gonna happen?
And it's rough.
Yeah, plus I think it's a little scary too because there's a very volatile person in a very powerful position and you can't guarantee, I mean, you can never guarantee, but like, it seems, there's a gnat, it's unpredictable because you never know like what country or what leader this person's going to piss off. Yeah, and so you don't know, or you know, what irrational decision he's going to make that's going to put, you know, countless lives at risk because now we're in a war or something, you know. It's a little unsettling. Yeah, and like this past year, like this whole year for me so far has been probably one of the worst mental health years I've ever had. And I don't have like a lot of, I wouldn't say I have like a lot of mental health issues in general, but like my anxiety has been worse than ever, and I've never been like diagnosed with depression because I've never gone to the doctor for it because that costs money. But I do think that I have like mild depression sometimes, and it's been pretty bad this year. Yeah, I know like I have, or I've been diagnosed with like mixed type ADHD, which causes me to have a lot of anxiety, and my anxiety's been a lot worse this year. You know, I mean, I've always kind of had like bouts with depression, but I don't think that I have any like kind of clinically diagnosed depression. I think it's just situational shit. Yeah. And right now the situation is that the world in which I live is shit. So.
Yeah, and it's like anytime I've brought stuff like this up, everybody else seems to be feeling the same way. So we just thought we'd talk about it a little bit.
Yes, how you guys doing?
Yeah, and another thing for me this year that I think has been tough is that I turned 30. Well, I turned 30 last year, end of last year.
Yeah.
So I'm about to turn 31 this month, actually, but I think that there's just so many societal pressures and like expectations for where you should be in life and what you should be doing when you're 30, and I don't feel like I've met any of those really. And so I think that that's also
been kind of rough on me is like, I just feel like, you know, I don't own a house. I'm like, everyone always says, oh, the 30s are like the best time of your life. And so far I've had one of the worst times. I'm in the worst shape I've ever been in, like, which I think is partly due to the like anxiety and depression factor. Right. And just like feeling like I should be more successful, I don't know, like I should, or like also feeling a little bit insecure about the way I look, because I'm like, I'm 30 now, do I look stupid because I have piercings and funny colored hair and I wear weird shit, like, and I know that it's stupid and that I shouldn't think that way because, you know, do what you want and who cares, and who cares what age you are, age is just a number. Right. But it's just something that's like been in the back of my mind, I think, just like
something that you think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Feeling like, does everyone think I'm a ridiculous loser?
No. I don't think anyone thinks that, but yeah, I get that. I mean, I think that, I kind of feel like I'm good with where I'm at, like, career-wise and stuff, but, like, I always kind of wonder, like, when am I going to feel like an adult? Because I don't, like, I forget to pay bills, and, like, I mishandle shit sometimes, you know, like, like, when it comes to, like, paperwork or bills or, you know, shit like that, like, I don't handle it. Like, I feel like an adult should handle it. So I'm like, well, when am I going to feel in control like a real-ass grown person?
Yeah, I have those same feelings, too, because I'm just so disorganized and forgetful, and I don't think I'll ever not be, because I think that's just, like...
who you are?
Yeah, part of who I am, but I feel like, I'm like, why can't I keep my shit in order? Why can't I keep, you know, like... It's just frustrating to feel like I'm failing all the time at, like, simple things that seem like everybody knows how to do them. Like, keeping your house clean and orderly. Like, I'm terrible at that. Like, my house is always a fucking mess. And when I, like, try to clean, I'm like, I don't know what to do with any of this stuff. I don't know where to put it. Yeah. And, like, even just keeping my files organized, or, like, I can't even keep a fucking planner. Like, I've tried. You know how many times I've bought a planner, filled in, like, 1 week, and then never looked at it again?
Yep. Same.
I'm like, I'm going to be organized this year. I'm going to keep track of my shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and I see these people on BookTube, or on YouTube in general, who are like, let's bullet journal with me and look through my planner, and I'm like,
what the fuck?
Like, how do you do that? Like, because I'm notorious for, like, oh, I'm gonna write down a to-do list, write everything down, set the list down, never look at it again. I do that shit all the time, and I know it's like, it seems so easy to be like, just look at the list, but
you don't for some reason.
Like, can't do it.
See, I'm, like, super, super organized at work. Like, Work Megan and Home Megan are not the same person. Because, like, Work Megan has everything, like, shit's in line. Like, shit is color-coded, shit is labeled, it's in fucking file folders, shit is never late. Like, I have never done a work-related item late. Like, it is always on time. And, like,
maybe you expend all of your, like, organizational
at work
energy there and come home and, like, I can't.
Well, because then when I get home, like, on the, you know, conversely, like, when I get home, I can't remember the last time I paid my house payment on time.
Yeah.
It's always late. I always have the money. It's not that I don't have the money. I do that all the time.
That's why I put all my bills on autopay. Because if I didn't, I would forget to pay them.
I do that all the time.
I almost got my electricity shut off once because I just forgot to pay the bill.
Yep.
And they, like, came and put a warning on my door, like, we're turning your electricity off tomorrow if you don't pay this.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, I do shit like that at home all the time. Like, I can't remember to do that kind of stuff, and I don't know why, because, like, I know all the little tricks, like, put a calendar up and write on it, or like set alarms on your phone, or blah, blah, blah. I won't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, just use Google Calendar on your phone. I've tried that too. And
number one, how?
And number one, I don't know
I don't know how to use it.
And two, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is in my brain that's, like, not capable of doing that. Because I think, like, to me, it seems tedious.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a waste of time. I'll just remember it. And then I never remember it.
Yeah. Which is, again, very opposite from how I'm at work. Because at work, I have 3 calendars that I keep. I have one that I keep, like, on my bookshelf. And I just write everything it's a monthly, like, month-by-month calendar. Everything due in that month. And I highlight it in green when it's done, because green means go. And so then I have a big wall calendar.
Done, green means go.
Like, we're go for done. We're done.
That's
how my brain works.
To me.
It's how my brain works.
I say red for stop because we're done. It's over.
No, red means uh-oh to me. Like, red means this is overdue and you fucked up. No, no, no. So, like, green for me is like we're cool. But then I have like a 12-month calendar that I hang on my wall, and I plan out the year on that, and I have things written out throughout the whole year. And then I have my Outlook calendar, which is what I use to keep track of, like, meetings, patient appointments, and trainings. And I keep all of those calendars, and I'm good.
See, I think that I struggle with work too, but I think that a large part of it is because I work from home. So I'm, in my home. And so I struggle a lot with that. And also, like, when I first started this job and got all the files and shit, like, there was no organization system put in place. And so I had to, like, do it from scratch myself, and I'm not good at that. And also, like, I do think there's maybe, like, a cultural thing, too, because the way Leeway organizes things, like, doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, because she's Chinese, and I do think there's, like, a pretty big, like, cultural difference
there
between the way her
she
brain,
does
like,
things.
the way, like, just, I don't know. You guys hopefully understand what I'm saying there, but it's just, like, she'll try to explain to me, like, this is how I organize my emails and stuff, and I'm like,
what?
This does, like, just to me, I know it makes perfect sense to her and it works for her, but for me, I'm just like, this doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Yeah, but I can't carry over. I mean, I can carry over some of my, like, weird work meticulousness at home, because, like, I am good at certain things. Like, I'm good at budgeting. Like, I forget to pay bills all the time, but, like, we always have the money for the bills.
Right.
So, like, I'm good at that, but they're always fucking late. And my house, like, I feel like I'll clean it and I'll set up a system, and then I'm tired and I don't keep the system. Yeah. So I'm like, well, every single day when I get home, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'll be prepared for the next day. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And I kind of, like, with the house cleaning thing, something that did make me feel a little bit better about myself in that regard was that I was reading about my Myers-Briggs personality type, which is INTP, and that's, like, one of the traits of INTP people is that we're, like, messy and we don't think about cleaning until it's, like, crazy, and that's what I do all the time. Is, like, I don't even really think about the fact that, oh, I should clean all this stuff up until it gets so cluttered that it actually starts to bother me because there's, like, too much shit everywhere. And then by then it's, like, such a daunting task to have to do that then I put it off even longer because I'm like, this is gonna take, like, hours or whatever for me to get all this done. And then it just, like, because, like, right now I'm like, I've been trying to clean my bedroom for a while, and part of the problem is that I have too much fucking shit. I need to get rid of, like, half of my clothes because I literally don't have room to put them away. So I need to either get rid of half of them or, like, find some, like, storage
wardrobe
things. We have, like, so many. We have, like, 3 dressers plus one of those, like, plastic dressers. We have, like, 4 sets of drawers in our bedroom already.
Well, I mean...
So I'm like, I have too much clothes, but then it's like when I go through them, I'm like, I wear all of this stuff.
But if you buy a wardrobe, then maybe you'll get to go into Narnia and there'll be even more storage space. There'll be a whole world.
Yeah, I could just throw my clothes
worth
into
of storage
Narnia.
space.
Yeah. I think part of the reason why I wear so much clothing though is that I never do my laundry because I fucking hate doing laundry.
Yep.
That's my least favorite task.
Hate putting
and
it
so
away.
I will put it off as long as fucking possible until I have like a heaping, like overflowing,
Mound.
and I have like several loads to do, which is again, then it's like daunting and terrible.
Right.
So
you
I'm
want
like,
to do it.
why
Fuck
don't I
it.
just do like one load every week? And
Yeah.
that would probably, instead of like doing like 4 loads
Every month or
the end of the
whatever.
month. Yeah.
Because laundry sucks. That's why.
Yeah, I hate doing laundry. I would rather do the dishes every day
Then do laundry.
than do laundry.
I hate putting it away. Like, I'll do it. I just don't want to put it away. So then what we end up with is like a fucking mountain of clean laundry in the laundry room. And so then at like fucking 3:30 in the morning when I'm trying to get ready for work, I have to dig through this mountain in my laundry room. And I'm like, fucking both, this is shit.
I do that too, and like a lot of my clothing is black, and if I'm
Yep.
looking for like a specific black item of clothing,
You're
it's
fucked.
impossible.
You're fucked.
Anyway.
Anyway, but yeah, so I just feel like, I don't know, and I feel like I am exhausted lately for no reason. Like, I've been
Yeah.
so fucking tired all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting any less sleep than normal or doing anything else more than normal. I'm just fucking tired.
Be like mentally exhausted.
Yeah, I think, like, have you ever heard of, like, the whole, like, mental load theory and how women carry more of a mental load than men?
I don't think so.
It's like, because it talks about how, like, stereotypically and traditionally, like, women carry more of the, like, keeping track of things mentally for the household. So not even just like doing household chores, but like keeping track of the household. And so I feel like I do that at work because I keep track of my little household at work.
Right.
But then also you have that thing at home where you have to keep track of everything. And so I think that like carries a weight, and for some reason, and I'm usually okay with it, but like I think that this year in particular I've just been really tired.
Yeah.
And that's probably why. But yeah. Is difficult.
Yeah, and another thing for me is like, and like I kind of mentioned before, I think that this is probably related to my mental health, but my physical health has really gone down the toilet this year too. And, but it seems so weird, like I feel like foods are affecting me more negatively than they used to in some ways. And I don't know if that's just because I'm getting older or what, but it's like, there was one weekend, this was a while ago, but there was one weekend that like, I was eating healthy, and then this one weekend I like had a cheat weekend where I just ate whatever I want. I gained 9 pounds in one weekend because it was like, I mean, it was mostly and it was like inflammation, like the foods were having a negative effect, was like causing like inflammation in my body. So it wasn't that I gained like 9 pounds of fat, it was that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks though.
So, yeah. And so it's like lately, and it's not just this year, it's been the last like couple years I'd say, that like I can't eat the things that I used to. Like I really like food, like foods I used to eat all the time make me feel like shit now. And I don't know if it's just that I'm older now, that's probably it, I guess. Also I have PCOS, which
probably has a lot to do with it.
yeah, because if you have PCOS, you're not really supposed to eat like carbs or dairy because it like inflames your PCOS, so
That sucks.
yeah. So that's been rough too because I have an unhealthy emotional relationship with food, and my mental health has been in the toilet. So I want to eat crap all the time, which makes my physical health go down the toilet,
Right.
which makes my mental health even. It's just like a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle.
Of just like feeling like shit physically and mentally.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's been a lot just like mentally. And I think it's just a lot. I don't know. I just feel. I don't know. I feel a little hopeless just because of the current state of things. And I just am pissed about that. And tired and stressed out. And.
Yeah. I'm just like. It's only been a year. Trump's been in an office only a year.
I think so.
Less than a year.
Less than a year.
And I don't think I can handle
I don't
3
know
more years.
how to do this.
I just keep waiting for him to get impeached because I'm like, look how many people...
But the sad thing is that like even if he does, then we're stuck with Mike Pence.
Yeah.
And Mike Pence is a fucking twat.
Yeah.
So
That's true, but at least he's maybe more mentally stable.
he calls his wife mother.
Yeah. He's like
So he's more mentally stable in
like
the
Norman
Norman
Bates.
Bates kind of a way.
Whereas Donald Trump is
It's like the guy from Saw.
It's like, no, Jigsaw was intelligent.
That's fair.
He's like, I don't know, Jason.
Sling Blade.
Jason
the guy from
Voorhees,
Sling
just
Blade.
like crazy machete wielding.
Yeah, so like we're kind of fucked regardless. And it's just like extra hopeless because you've got the House and the Senate and there's no voice of reason anywhere is what I'm trying to say. There's no voice of reason and I keep looking for someone to just like pop up and be the voice of reason and everyone to go, oh fuck,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah, that makes sense. Not happening though. Not happening.
Yeah, so it's been rough, so we kind of just made this video to like
Just
let
put
you
that
guys
out there.
let you guys know that if you're feeling this way, you're not alone.
Right.
If you would like to, you know, reach out to
Talk about it.
and need someone to talk to,
We are here.
then we're here. Message us on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook.
But not on YouTube because we don't know how to check
not
that.
on YouTube because I don't know how to check that.
No,
Can you still message on YouTube?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
So
don't
not on
message us
YouTube
here,
because
but
we won't
message
get
us
it.
on our other social media.
Yup.
And,
Any other social media?
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Which you can find all down below.
take care of yourselves, y'all.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
And Godspeed.
Vaya con Dios, my friends.
We'll talk to you guys.
Bye.
Bye.